OCO, what's up beautiful souls? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mamina. You can call me Mina for short, or Divine Starseed. This is a quick mini flip through of my latest Oracle deck, Love Confessions Blissful Edition. Very different than Cyber Edition, complete different energy, and I sketched all new art for it. There are 6 categories, 6 different backgrounds for those categories, and thus 6 different couples for each of those backgrounds. So the energy shifts and changes and molds as it has to. It's not just the landscape that is different, it's everything. So with that being said, as the messages came in, I kept channeling a particular era of time, so I've sketched the characters in that era of time. It's a very romantic deck, but of course how you channel, the bluntness of the messages, all of that is up to the intuitive reader. And like all my decks, there is diversity. So I'm going to now get into the cards, and then stay tuned to the end. I'll do a reading for the collective using this oracle. Now this is a small space, so I can't show you the whole cloth, but when you purchase the bundle, you will get the cloth, and the cloth is the cover art, except for this background is more peachy here, and the lettering of the words have also changed. It's a more peachy pink with the teal color, as you can see here, whereas here it's more of the pretty light pink and lavender. I'm going to show you the male character on the other side really quick, just so you guys get the detail. It is 22 by 22, and you will of course see it in future videos. When you go to the bundle listing, you will see the full art on display. Okay, so that's the cloth. Just wanted to make sure you guys saw that. All of the detail from the cards are featured on it. When you get the bundle, you have the option to purchase that cloth with the holographic gilding edition of the cards, or the regular. The regular has no edging whatsoever on it. The holographic edging is of course gorgeous, especially when the light catches it. And there's a complete different listing for if you just want the deck by itself. The bundle, you will have an option to just get the cloth by itself if you want. So if you get the deck first and then you're like, oh, I actually like this, I want the cloth as well, I like how those two will look together, you just didn't want to get them both at the same time, go back to the bundle and you'll see that there's an option for the tarot cloth there. Without further ado, loves, there are 59 messages in total in this particular deck. There's 3 extra cards. Those 3 extra cards are the info cards. This one lets you know more of the detail about the deck itself. This one here lets you know the purpose behind my love oracles, as well as my contact information. And then we have, of course, the category card. So let's break that down really quickly. We have attraction, a magnetic pull to each other, be it spiritual, mental, or physical, perhaps all the above. Infatuation, obsessed or in love, can't stop thinking about the other individual, caught in a web of desire. Awakening, gaining a spiritual awareness of each other, recognizing the synchronicities of the relationship. Pure bliss, intimately craving one another, they need to express sexual impulses. Concur, coming to an agreement or questioning if they can make a resolution. Enlightenment, identifying the type of connection, ascending to a more profound meaning. All right, let's get into the cards. I'm not going to show every single card in the categories. You guys can see that as it's, you know, as you get it, as you shuffle it, you get to enjoy that. Also, if you make any reviews of this deck after you purchase it, be sure to tag me. I would love to see it. Let's hop on in. This is a linen card stock. It feels really good. It shuffles really well. It has a gloss finish. Okay, first card, we have you pull me in like no other, and we have the couple and background for the attraction category. You are divinity in motion. My eyes came alive at the sight of you. I'm open to the possibility of us. Mere glances aren't enough to satisfy me. You're on my mind constantly, and my arms is where you should be. Let's switch categories now. Next category, infatuation. Is this lust or desire? Is it passionate love you seek or passion alone? Do you want me? I'm already at my limit in so many ways. Can't you see how badly I yearn for you? I barely know you, yet I foolishly have a strong admiration towards you. The very scent of you makes me weak, and we'll get one more for this category before we switch. Your kiss ignites the fire in my blood. Okay. Next category, we have awakening. The synchronicities are undeniable. Energy runs through every part of me you touch. The color is also very vibrant and a mix between pastel with slight intensity. So when you get the deck in person, you'll get to see all of that. My camera's not doing it justice at the moment. I have a feeling I should accept our connection come what may. Messages are coming to me in dreams. It felt so real. I find myself viewing things from your perspective. There's a psychic awareness that takes over when in each other's presence. Let's switch categories. We are now in pure bliss. I think of devouring you, taking every drop you drip upon me. I want to be deep within you in every sense imaginable. Have every part of me in every way you choose to. Your love is intense. I become overwhelmed with longing. I'd get on my knees just to serve you. I'm surrendering. Let's switch. Next category. Concur. You and I are the music, my love. Our unique melodies intertwine, creating the symphony of union. We can mutually concur on our differences, making no nevermind in this connection. I'm willing to offer you my heart if you do the same. I would rather not be in this alone. I've given into understanding what we are to each other. We are on the same page, my dear. Shall we agree on this? And we'll get one more. Will you admit your feelings? Getting into the last category, we have enlightenment. Divine flames, mission-driven souls that are derivative from one ultimate essence. Destined connection. Should both sides choose to align, a power couple. Soulmates, lovers on a path that aligns with their current ways or situation. Could change if they alter their route from either side. Soul scent, a fragrance that belongs to the person of the divine counterpart. It works like an aphrodisiac. So those of you who've been following my channel for a long time, you've heard me mention this before. The scent and the essence of the person that is uniquely them. It's nothing that a perfume can cover or change too much. It's something that is purely them. And a lot of times, especially for masculines, it's a scent that will come to them before they even notice you're in this, like physically in the space. It's like a sensation that it brings along with it as well, but they can't quite define it as just one particular smell. Like they may be able to say it's spicy or it's sweet, but they couldn't tell you if it was orange or pomegranate or whatever, because it's something that is unique to your soul. No one else can copy it, bottle it. It just is what it is. So for those of you who are used to my channel, who've always heard me talk about it, you now have a card that can describe it. Okay. So Phantom Touches, also again a card that can explain it for you. So we have a spiritual touch that is so real, it creates a physical response. It can create you to have a physical response. Now let's get into, because again, we're not going through all the cards. Let's get into a quick message for the collective. As always, the space has already been blessed. So let's just flip through these for you guys. Get a message from your divine counterpart. Wow, pure bliss off the bat. That's where they want to go with it off the bat. We have, I think of devouring you, taking every drop you drip upon me. So your person has a strong need for you, a sexual impulse towards you. We have, your love is intense. I become overwhelmed with longing. So again, a strong sexual impulse towards you. They could be fighting this though. Your person could be fighting whatever this is. And that's what I'm sensing for someone here. It's like maybe you haven't been intimate yet and they're trying to hold back. They don't want to seem as if that's all they want with you. At the same time, they themselves can't explain why for you it's as intense and as raw as it feels. They're not used to this. So this could be a connection that's very new in a sense, or you're just starting to reach a new height in it. They might have a fear of you thinking that that's all they want from you. We have concur. Shall we agree on this? Shall we agree that the intensity of this connection is hard to ignore? Shall we agree that we're both feeling this intense vibration towards each other? One of you might be more vocal about this than the other. Okay? Because somebody here is definitely holding back, feeling this, but holding back from it. You can't make it up. Look at that. We have awakening. I find myself viewing things from your perspective. Yeah, see, so one person is more aware. I know what this is. I may not be able to define it completely in a title or word, but I do know that it's real, that it's authentic, that it's something that's supposed to happen in transition. However, another person is feeling like this is all new to me, and it's creating a lot of intimate impulses towards you that feels more than just sex. It feels like they want to merge with you, and they're not used to that. They're not used to craving somebody with that level of intensity. I'm not necessarily getting complete fear from them. It's more so just not wanting you to misunderstand. You know, I don't want you to think that all I want from you is just this, just the pure bliss, and that's it. There's more here. So it's kind of like a conversation needs to happen so that you guys can see where you agree and where some things might be like wires are getting crossed for someone. But there is an awakening. If you have a conversation, be it you or the other person, you know your situation, you know where you apply in the story. Whoever is the one holding back is the person who's like, I'm willing to view things from the other's perspective. I believe you both should be open to viewing things from the other's perspective so that it can be as honest and, again, as raw as it needs to be in its truth. With, of course, consideration for the feelings of the other person, right? You don't want the other person to just feel like it's my way or the highway, and you don't want the other individual to kind of feel like, well, you're just too spiritual and I don't understand none of that and blah 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 blah. There has to be this coming together, this understanding. I'm gonna shuffle from here because it is easier. We have, look at that, we have, do you want me? Yeah, you see, somebody else is sort of like questioning more. How do I know that you want things to the level I want them? This feels like a response to that. How do I know that you want me on the level I want you? Like, how do I know that you recognize that this is more than just physical? And to that we have, I'd get on my knees to serve you, I'm surrendering. This feels like a masculine energy. Whoever the masculine is in the connection, that's what this feels like. It's starting to sort of turn into a conversation back and forth between the two of you, where it's kind of like, on one hand you're thinking similar things but in different ways, right? So one person is completely new and thinking, I don't know what to do with these feelings or how to describe them. I just don't want them to misjudge it. The other person is thinking, this is really deep and intense, and I'm trying to figure out how to get them to see it. If you both would just come together and have a conversation, honest, open, no pre-thoughts of how it should go, you will find that you're on the same page, or close enough that you can figure out where to go from there. So this connection doesn't feel like something that has crossed a certain line into its intimacy yet. And if you have been intimate physically with this person, you still haven't maybe expressed how deep the love is, or how unique you find each other. It's kind of like you're in the early dating stages, which is what this deck is also perfect for. It's perfect for if an individual is in that dating stage where it's starting to get intense, it's starting to become something more. It could already be something more, but now you're trying to find the words to describe that. You're trying to find the energy to make sense of that. Then this is the, you know, this is the deck for you. At the end of the day, at the bottom of the deck, we have, you can't make that up. Look at that. What did I just say? At the bottom of the deck, we have, we are on the same page, my dear. We're really on the same page. We just need to talk to realize it. Top of the deck, we have, you are divinity in motion. The vast majority of the cards that came out for you guys was pure bliss. So this connection feels very blissful, sensual, sweet even. Somebody may not be used to this. Someone here is not used to sweet. You don't know how to operate, or your person doesn't know how to operate in that energy of sweet, but they're loving it at the moment. They just feel like a fish out of water, so to speak. So take your time with this. Communicate, conversate, be honest, be open where you need to be. Whatever your boundaries for how you wish to be treated are, evaluate those with each other as well. Respect those amongst each other. And that is your message. Peace, love, and light, beautiful soul. If you enjoy the vibe around here, be sure to subscribe, and of course, check out my oracle decks. See you next time.